Hi, everybody. Sorry, starting a little bit late here, but anyway, later than normal. I was at a gun store chatting too long after getting my wife coffee after uploading tomorrow's video at a coffee shop, because my stupid internet here in this mountainous location won't work. Looks great on my screen, but here I'm pretty fuzzy otherwise. So yeah, that's that. Filmed a bunch of new content finally. Not just making shorts on my couch or up the hill from my house. So that's good. So let's go ahead and shout out the chat. Welcome to Late Night Gun Chat. All we do is talk and answer your questions. They're worth the advice you get is worth exactly what you pay for it. Though we do appreciate the super chats. So anyway, I got Chooks Outdoors patch on my hat. It's a little crooked here, and I can't see. There we go. There we go. So go check out my buddy Chook. There we go. It's a cool patch, Chook. Anyway, let's see what's up. Let's see. We got SC9T5 Leeler here. Machine Gun Monkey is here. Howdy. Richard E. Late night chat. It's like 6 p.m. Yeah, here it's 6:47. In the lower 48, it's not near. It's a lot later. So late night relative. Always call it that. What about checking out Helen from the Great Spot of Montana, where men are men and women are women, and no matter how they identify. There you go. I agree with you. We're chatting about what everybody else is wanting to chat about. It's asking questions. David Walcott, what's up, my friend? How you doing? Dan O'Neill, SST test. All I know is they hit deer from my 21-inch bolt 308 like a bolt of lightning, always in and out. Half drop and most walked us 15 yards. As good as any, better than most. Yeah, when you see them in the 338 versus 300 Win Mag test, you're going to be shocked. I'll never use an SST again, and I recommend nobody uses a Hornady SST. Terrible bullet. All right, good for you. Glad you like it. Absolutely terrible bullet. If you use it for anything bigger than coyotes, you're taking a risk. So that's just my opinion. Sorry, Dan O'Neill. We can agree to disagree, but that's that. The Win Silvertip was good, but not as accurate. Yeah, there you go. Yep. I took the 6 Arc out for a run last weekend. So much fun. Cool. Evening, Alaska One Andy. How you doing, brother? Chica or Ruger bolt action chamber, either 30-06 or 308. I prefer the Ruger. I mean, I don't like Tikkas. They're smoother. They don't fit me well. Like the Rugers are just like, but not a Ruger American, like a Ruger M77. But I mean, I have a Tikka sitting right over here in 270. I mean, it's fine, but it's the old style woodstock that had the rise and comb and the longer length of pull, and then they've taken that away, which is stupid. Like Tikkas need to have a better rise and comb and a little bit longer length of pull. All right. Variable Knife, hello. Good evening, 67 Rebel SST. Great channel, The Gun Snob. Make sure you go check him out. Keith Gregory, what's up? What's up, Chuck? Motorhead. What's up? Martin Horst, how you doing? Hunter Kirk is always saying good evening from North Idaho. There you go. Like the patch. Yeah, I think this is a great patch by Chuck. I hope they're available still. Go check them out. Let's see. Where am I at here? All right. 9:48 in Arkansas. Yeah. You're 3 hours behind us. East Coast is almost 11 o'clock, 10:48, 10:50 now. Hello, everyone from South Carolina. It's been a while. What's up, Philip Mullis? Well, I did it last week, so it's good to see you, man. Present 10:48 here in Ohio. There you go, Matt. Kiss my butt, socialist. Howdy. What's up, Mark Wall? A lot of people here I've seen for the first time. That's good. Joshua Bowman. I appreciate everything you do and your wisdom. Have you ever tried 175 grains in a 24-inch barrel, 7mm rim mag? I have not. The only M77 I own is a Mark 1 338 Win Mag, and the cool thing is we did a velocity test with Hornady SSTs in 7mm rim mag in 24 and 26-inch, but it was factory ammo, and the factory ammo was so varied that there wasn't much of a difference. Like it was factory ammo, but the extreme spread on it was Hornady Super Performance. It was just, yeah, we should have used my hand loads, but I didn't bring any. I didn't bring enough for those. Hurrah, my Tyler Gunworks engraved GP 100 Ruger 10 round 22 SLR and RR. A custom coming home. Sweet. That's cool. I'm gonna You're gonna have to email me about that because I want a 10 round 22. Um yeah, that a revolver. That'd be cool. But that's long ways down the list. I gotta get my kids uh a uh a gun to shoot first that's suppressible. So revolvers aren't suppressible because of the cylinder gap. So I mean, that's that. Question I've found I can't deal with less than a Viper PST in a scope. Did I become a snob or my eyes just gone now? I'm not saying I'd only use Vortex. Um, well, I mean, a little bit of becoming a snob. But I mean, everybody's eyes are different though, and I'm colorblind as a bat. And like if you're riding in the car with me, tell me if the light's turned upside down. That's how colorblind I am. I'm kidding. I can tell normal colors. Like I know the flag behind me is pink, and you know this thing is like orange striped and everything like that. So anyway, um, uh, yeah, but yeah, it's not it Leupold to me. A mid-grade Leupold has better glass than the highest grade Vortex. You can see it in their binoculars. You can see it in their rangefinders. You can see it in their scopes. Like it's not even close to me. But again, my eyes are different than yours. I do have better than 20/20 vision, and so that makes a difference. So I just think Leopold's a brighter light. The scope is physically lighter on a Leopold because they use one piece of machined aluminum uh, fitted around the lenses to where the lenses are, instead of these really heavy glues and these really thick aluminums that are screwed together, the bell and stuff. So something to think about. That's on number 100. Oh yeah, this is supposed to be number 101. God, last week was number 100. What am I doing? It's supposed to be number 101. All right, there we go. See, there we go. Now I got it corrected. Thank you. SST and non-magnum is passable. I don't know about that. I've seen it have troubles too. But when magnums are involved, that struggle. Yeah, they explode with magnums. It's not even funny. All right, hey, Keith, what's up? I think the SST and interlocks are okay when heavy enough and slow enough. 165 and heavier. I'd say you'd want 180 and heavier in a 308, and 150 and heavier in a 270. So 1022. No, I want a 22 semi-auto pistol for them to shoot. My Ruger, my Smith and Wesson Victory is too thick of a grip. I want something really thin grip that they can learn to shoot. What's up, Gabriel Madrid? I agree that an iron sight stick profile on the Tikka T3X doesn't make a lot of sense. Have considered adding an adjustable cheek riser. There you go. My M77 is a some millimeter rim mag. 175 does fine. It's a 40-plus-year-old rifle. There you go. What's up, Gustava? Good to see you. Looking at getting a 25-06 before deer season and wondering what bullets I should get for developing a good deer load. I like the 115 grain and 120 grain nozzle partitions out of it. I haven't tested a lot of 25-06 ammo. There's a few videos on the channel. There's a playlist, mostly versus other guns. And the partitions did really, really well. So that would be like I would take that 115 grain partition in a 25-06 and hunt any game in North America. Like you would have to be like crazy not to. It wouldn't be my first choice for big moose or big brown bear, but anything else in Alaska, that load would easily handle. So again, Barnes 100 grain TTSX. I think Barnes just came out with a 101 grain or 103 or 105 grain LRX in the 25 caliber, which is nice. The LRX is probably the best hunting bullet from anything from groundhogs to brown bear. So Barnes LRX, Nosler partition, Swift A frame. terminal ascent, anything that's available in 25 caliber. Just don't get something that breaks apart like the 110 grain ELDX from Hornady. All right, that thing just smashes. Same thing with SSTs. 25.6 velocity. So you want to use Vitavori N350 for 10 millimeters. Says on the higher end on velocity. I have not, and I have not seen it in a manual. All my manuals say blue dot's the highest end for velocity. And I've got plenty of that now, thanks to Alaskan Gun Dad here on YouTube. Go check Alaskan Gun Dad's channel out. And he gave me a pound. And then the next day I found 4 pounds at the store. It's crazy. All right. Yeah, Motorhead, you haven't seen my channel much. I've got videos on the ELDX. They are just like the SST rounds. They explode upon impact. Don't use them. In fact, Reloading Weatherby, he had a video where everybody's giving him crap. He's like, well, you're shooting it at point blank in a 300 Win Mag. So he loaded it down in a 308 and it still exploded apart, the ELDX. So, all right. So Gabriel, again, what bullet construction are you looking at? So what's your best 338 Win Mag load for 185 to 220 grain? I'm still developing 338 Win Mag. That one's been kind of on the back burner. I've got some loads that I've got developed, but again, bullet construction is more important than grain. So I mean, the best to me is just to get a 210 grain Barnes, man. That's the best you can buy. 210 or 225 grain Barnes TTSX. I've taken deer with the 300 grain Hornady SST 12 gauge, dropped that 208 pound buck in its tracks. Next shot. Well, yeah, next shots work on anything. I've actually had people tell me on my top 10 worst bullets video, worst hunting bullets video, that the 12 gauge SST sucked too. You can't get any slower than a 12 gauge slug with the SST. So, but you neck shot it. I mean, I've neck shot deer with a 55 grain B-Max out of an AR-15. It works. Neck shots work. But that's that. What's up, Grizzly Crazy? How you doing? On Leupold, I think my 6X fixed power is the brightest, clearest. Simple optics. Yeah, I'm telling you, man. Yeah, I'm telling you. New Leopolds blow Vortex away. They're more expensive with less features for the money, but still, just the quality of optics. Not even close. Yeah, I'm thinking about the Walther P22, but the safety's in a weird spot. I don't like that safety up there on this frame. What's up, Christopher67? It's good to see you. Evening, Alaskan Blisters. What's up, Big E? SKS versus a Mini 30. What are your thoughts? Mini 30 is going to be more reliable with actual 30-round magazines. SKS is, they're cooler. Mini 30's pretty good. Why not get an AK-47? That's my question. Why would you not get an AK-47? All right. None of those are going to be sub-MOA shooters. The Mini 30 is not going to just improve accuracy for the round. So why not get an AK? More accessories than both of those guns. More able to tinker and toy with it. More things you can have a gunsmith do to it. So that's that. Seeing the Steel Ruger. Brian Pierce and hand loader. Love the Vitavori power and 10 millimeter. There you go. Finally saw some number 11 percussion caps on the shelves again. There you go. Love that issue. Have a lot of his load testing. Got to handle shoot Zeiss's new first focal plane scope Sunday. Yeah, that'll do it. I know the SST will do a massive energy dump. 243 has been a nightmare to locate. The ELDX Hornady load was the only factory I've found. Put it in the neck and don't worry about it. But that's, when somebody says 6.5 Creedmoor is not good enough for deer, and you hear all this crap on it, or elk or anything else, and you hear somebody lost an elk or whatever, you ask them what bullet they were using, 99% of the time it's an ELDX. So be prepared to take neck shots. I hope you're not shooting them at like 400 yards, 800 yards, or something like that. If you're shooting deer around 50 yards, take neck shots, you're fine. So, find an older Buckmaster. Those were decent. Had a few of those. Still need to get my second 100 rounds of 243 WinR from 444 and Yield and neck turned. Same with 106.5 Bob AIT from Lapua 8x57 IRS. There you go, man. You're talking about stuff I don't even know about, man. You need to start your own channel and do videos on that, man. Maybe you already have. So everybody go subscribe to Big E. So you own 6 AK-47 and an RP. Of course you do, man. You own like every gun in the world, Grizzly Crazy. Yeah, Browning Buckmarks are very accurate, very dependable. The grip's still a little thick though for kids. I'm talking about like 6, 7, 8-year-olds. So I am Pearson, one of the best developed loads ever. Cool. Yeah, his ice is good all the way to the edge. Cool. Want to build a load of 160 56 Norm Alaska from 6.5 by 257 Roberts air. Oh wow, that's cool. Was dealing with TSX 200 grain monolithic problems of bullets past 200 yards keyholing. That makes sense. The heavy for caliber bullets. So like let's say that's a 30 caliber or whatever that is, Gabriel. Heavy for caliber bullets in all monolithic are very, very long. And so that makes sense. You have to have a fast twitch rate. So if you just have a 1 in 10 and you're shooting a 200 grain 30 caliber bullet, I don't care what caliber you send it at or how fast you send it at, you're not going to stabilize that bullet. It's going to keyhole at that distance, which is deadly, but it's not accurate. So there's that. I love the 6.8 SBC. I think it's still one of the best calibers out there. Just what it is. Have you ever tried to make low caliber recoil? Yeah, when I hunted in Georgia, I loaded things down a lot because we were shooting 50-yard deer all across a small food plot. Didn't need anything. Yeah, so that's that. So, David Walcott, I've got a video on Remington Core-Lokt 25-06 versus 270 versus 30-06. They absolutely suck. I would never buy one. Extreme spread is over 100 feet per second. The 270 was over 300 feet per second less than it was advertised. The 25-06 beat it out in an energy because of that. The 270 bullet also fragmented. The core and the jacket separated, so there wasn't very much core being locked there. Yeah, and the quality was so bad that Remington had different color primers in the same box of ammo, every single box. It's like they used primers from that Remington made, and then they used primers Winchester made. Like they were different colored primers. And in the same box, the quality was so bad. I would never use Remington Core-Lokt on anything but 50-yard deer hunting. Never. If you're sitting in a deer stand in Georgia and all you can see around you is 50 yards, first of all, why aren't you hunting with a 45-70? But aside from that, which is what I did when I was in Georgia, I killed my biggest buck with the iron sight 45-70. So that's that. Yeah, for a barrel break-in, they're great. So that's that. For barrel break-in, they are absolutely great. Yeah, like I just bought a bunch of Remington 22-250 pointed saw points. And because I'm just back in the barrel grabbing some brass, man. That's all I'm doing. Got a Cal elk hunt coming up in November, New Mexico. I'm building a 152 grain hammer hunter load for it. Pretty cool, all copper bullet. I've gotten 0.2 inch groups. Nice. They recommend LRMP. What's LRMP and a crimp? Long range met plat. I don't know. Yeah, tell me what that is. I just bought a SIG 365 and I'm in love, trying to decide on a comfortable appendix carry holster. Any holster places in Anchorage. There are holster places. The best place in Anchorage to go for a holster is Northern Security. For appendix carry, your best holster is Harry's holster. My wife has permanently borrowed my Harry's holster for her Glock 43X, so is what it is. What up, Tactical Futtery? There we go. I know plenty of Alaska locals that have killed moose with Remington core locks, and they probably weren't doing it at 300 yards either, or 400 yards, where the extreme shred of the bullet can make a 6-inch drop difference. Yep. Oh, large rifle magnum primer. Okay, cool. Yeah, duh. I bought my kids when they were younger an SW 1522. They shine in it. Yeah, no, that's great. I'm looking for a handgun, but no, for my kids, I totally agree. Cool. What unit for that Elka? Yeah. Why aren't you taking me along? Is it over the counter? Can I buy a tag? Yeah, I know. I was able to buy 1,000 the other day, and that's that. So, yeah. Hate to hear about Remington QC. Good to know about. Yeah, yeah, it was terrible. The Stoic. I'd skip places in town. Yep, just order one from JM Custom Dark Star Tier 1. Harry's Holsters. Harry's Holsters. I don't get sponsored by them. He gives me a free holster now and then, but I don't get sponsored by him. All right. It's in the Valles Cordera, Gustavo. Cool. All right, we caught up with the chat. So, anyway, we got some content filmed. Tomorrow's main video will be on Rumble, not on YouTube. There'll be a little video on YouTube telling you to go over to Rumble, and that is simply because of YouTube's, anti-free speech policies on when it comes to building guns and putting them together. So tomorrow's video will be on over there. It's kind of different content for me, so I put it over there so I wouldn't get a channel strike and all that jazz. But make sure you go over to Rumble and check it out. In fact, it's already up there. If you go to Rumble, you can already go there. So, like, go there and share the video and that kind of thing. Let's see. How do I even share it? So it's already there. It's cool. I can go ahead and share it right now. Y'all can go ahead and look at it right now. So I'll go ahead and put it in the chat here. And let's see. There we are, back to StreamYard. Yeah, so tomorrow's video will actually be on Rumble. It's already up. Patreon has already seen it. Well, they already saw it as of like 30 or 45 minutes ago. So you guys get that. Alaska ballistics, you need some Lapua 22-250 work for fine work while hunting. Yeah, there you go. So my sole goal with the 22-250 project, I don't know if I'm allowed to hold it up. The upper's right here. It's just the upper. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to hold on YouTube or not, just an upper. But that's that. So it's an AR-10. Yeah. So if this works variable knife, you can get a 22-250 upper. So there it is. So arrow is one of that. So using record just moved a bit true in New Mexico, so I'm heading back. There you go. Yeah, trigger bow philosopher, cool. Yeah, Trigger Bar, do you do videos? So, and the Stoic, do you do videos? So, make sure you subscribe to anybody that does videos in here. So, I'm really most excited about the 22-250. Coming up, we also have the 30-06 with Hornady Superformance and the new CX bullet. Comparing the CX bullet to the GMX. So there's that. So make sure you, well, not comparing it to the GMX, but since it's kind of the replacement of the GMX bullet. And then, so we got that coming up next week. That's what so far that's what the vote is for next week over on Patreon. So if you're my Patreon subscribers, that's what the vote is for next week. I've got two votes over there for the Hornet, the 308 the 30-06 30 caliber diameter Hornet DCX bullet, and they were factory loads. So I bought my cameraman 2 boxes. He has a 30-06. So that's that. So yep. Yeah, there's a nice pick and video of the 22-250 on Rumble. Thank you. Yep. Is the 22? Yes, it is a 1 in 7 twist. I got it. I got it that way specifically because we're trying to shoot 62 grain bullets for the most part, and then also longer copper bullets. So I don't know how my 40 grainers are going to do coming out of such a tight twist. I got some 40 grain bullets as well. So that's that. Be careful if you have an M5 E1. Doesn't look like it. E1, is that the one with the thing that you glue, that you screw the rail onto outside of it? Corrosion on the steel fasteners on the rail, aluminum, steel, galvanite. Okay, good to know. So I do, and I have a Twitter channel with defensive gun uses and guard our schools. Yeah, cool. Guard our ACOOLs. Yeah, I have a hashtag guard every school, protect every child, because I'm a school teacher too. I don't know if y'all knew that, but that's that. Sometimes I wear this shirt to school. This is from Shall Not Comply. Okay, dare to resist infringements. So it looks like a dare to resist drugs school shirt, and nobody reads it. So they're just like, dare to resist drugs, cool. And yeah. So cool. Cool, man. What's up, Ms. B? We'll spread the word on moving to Rumble. Much better location, and it's growing. On your 250, you're going fast twist heavy bullet. Yes, it's a 1 in 7. So it's just called a CX, and I'm assuming it's mostly copper, but it's a mystery alloy. I mean, they're all alloys, so is what it is. So I posted voted more about photography. Cool, that's cool too. Extended upper, yeah, no, that's the one you're talking about. Yeah, that's not the one I have. Have you tried the SRP's Coffin 357 Magnum 4? I don't know what those are, so no, I haven't. Just scored 2 boxes of Swift high grade A-frame, 180 grain, 300 Win Mag factory ammo. I think it'll just put it on the shelf and look at it. There you go. Now, this is one of the best uses for it. Hey, Truck, do you think one of those 5.7 pistols will make a good trapper's gun? Yes. If you're going out trapping and you're putting down game that's fairly dangerous and you're having to shoot it in the head while it's on the trap, yes, I do think it's a very good trapper's gun. And I would like you to use it for that purpose. That's one of the few really good purposes for it. But my question is, unless you're doing it suppressed, why would you not just use a 22 Magnum revolver and have cheaper ammo, easier to find ammo, and a reliable revolver gun? Whereas the Ruger and the Palmetto State seem to run reliably, the FN does not, and it's the most expensive of all the group. And then so it is what it is, but I would much rather have a suppressed gun myself. But why not? Why would you just not use a 22 mag or a 22? I mean, you're talking about trapping a coyote or a wolf in the head, but end of story. Why would you buy a more expensive gun? Now, 5.7 pistols are fun to shoot. They're fun to shoot. No recoil. Pow, pow, pow. Still get 250 foot-pounds of energy, 300 maybe out of the pistol. So, it's not horrible for people that are just recoil sensitive and can't figure out how to do it. So this is probably a good thing for Chook, but anything like that. Cool, man. You can try them out of mine, but you got to give me the load data. Sweet, I will subscribe. Yeah. Sorry, my 2-year-old is screaming upstairs. Federal Terminal sent 284 and 308 decent prices looking. I don't know where you can find them for decent prices. But the Terminal sent's a great bullet. So if you find them for decent prices, let me know. I've been looking on Midway and Natchez, and I haven't seen them at all. Only thing I've gotten was a box of factory second 136 grain 277. So is that CX is a mysterious alloy. I've often wondered how a fast twist 20 to 250 would do with heavy pills. Well, let's look at some Barnes data while we're here. I'm going to just pull it up on my phone. Um, let's see here. No, this is just the Barnes data. I plan on doing 77 grain LRX, and looks like 77 grain LRX can go 33.96 with Superformance in a 24-inch barrel. I got a 26-inch barrel, so I'm expecting 34.75, maybe 34.50. Superformance possibly even 3500 plus. But it is a gas operated, so you do lose some velocity to the gas going up the tube and back, but not much. It's only 15 to 30 feet per second, really, most of the time. So who knows? If I could get 3450 with the 77 grain LRX, I would be very, very happy. They have Barnes has an 85 grain match burner with Superformance. They're listing at 3222. That would be fun. Too bad there's not really a 80 something grain hunting bullet. If there was like an 80 grain Nosler partition or something, that'd be awesome. So that would be fun to do. Yeah, it looks like could use hybrid V100, hybrid 100V, or Superformance, either one, and get over 3350 for the 77 grain LRX. What I'm happy about is, I mean, they also make a TSX and a Tact X BT. And so in the 70 grain, you can get 3545 with Superformance as a compressed charge. 3545 in a 24-inch barrel. So I'm hoping, and they got a 1 in 8 twist, so 1 in 7 twist will actually put a little bit more pressure in there, more friction. What I'm hoping is I can use the Barnes data with H380. They're getting a 62 grain bullet to go 3693. So I'm hoping I have a 26-inch barrel to go 3750, maybe 3800, and that would be almost ideal. So I was going to shoot the SS 109 projectiles at that. So hopefully you can. That's the hopefully we can do that. So we'll see. All right. Cool. Is 44 mag more prolific in Alaska over the larger caliber revolvers? Yes. Yes, it is. Because it's cheaper to shoot and you can still find the ammo and all that kind of stuff. Bought a 243 upper from Bear Creek Arsenal. Very impressed with its accuracy and performance. Cool. Bear Creek Arsenal, sometimes I've been told they make some really good stuff. Sometimes they have some quality issues, but they make some really good stuff sometimes. I'm thinking about buying their 22.2 Magnum or 22.250 magazine. Excuse me, 22.250 magazine. But I looked online and it's $97 for a 22.250 10-round magazine. 97 freaking bucks. For the magazines, I could buy their 22.250 upper. It's like, but the reason why I didn't buy their upper is they've neutered the cartridge by having only a 20-inch upper. I've emailed them about getting one to borrow, film with and give it back to them and compare, but I don't want a neutered 22.250 in a 20-inch barrel. You might as well shoot 223 in a 20-inch barrel, because I mean it's a little bit slower powders than 223, a little bit, some of them, and you're gonna just lose a lot of velocity. So I'm hoping that the 26-inch barrel, and the thing's awesome. So wish I could just pick it up right here and show it, but if you want to see the 22-250 upper, it's the video is already on Rumble. Go look at it. Patreon has already had a chance to see it on Rumble. So, and then tomorrow you'll be in tomorrow's YouTube video taking you over to Rumble. So I'm gonna upload a few more things to Rumble here and there, but I'm not gonna upload everything. So that's that. Thanks to 4410, 9mm 40 Smith and Wesson up here. Yeah, 10mm is more popular than 44 mag right now. It really is. Local law used 22 LR with a can for Yogi. Cool. That's cool with me. For your 22-50, did you use a small firing pin BCG dual ejector? No, I literally took the BC bolt carrier group out of my 6.5 Creedmoor and put it in my 270. I wasn't spending an extra $300 on an AR-10 bolt carrier group. So that's what I did. I was told in the AR-10 builders group that 22-250 and 6.5 Creedmoor and 308, they all use the same bolt face, 7mm 08 243. So go ahead and use the same bolt face. I haven't had issues with it feeding because of the bolt. It's because of the magazines. So I'm not worried about it. It ejects just fine. And what it happens is the round dives into the magazine will dip and turn a little bit, and the round just dives into the magazine. I was hoping I had another magazine here. I'm going to show y'all what it does. Yeah. So these 25 round magazines here, the 22-50 will kind of get stuck in there a little bit. This one actually has a better anti-tilt follower than some of them, the red follower in them instead of the other follower, the gray. But this one might be better to use than it's a stiffer spring, but it does tilt a little bit, and what happens, it'll tilt forward a little bit, and some of the rounds will go forward into the magazine a little bit. So is what it is. Small rifle primer. Cool. You were asking something earlier, John Weiser. Have you tried? No, I have not done that. I have not tried small rifle primer in that. So, tube trail. Have seen terminal scent 308 factory loads. No bullet as of yet. Those terminal scents seem to be pretty accurate in in the factory loads with a lot of different guns. So, the lady that beat Sarah Palin, is she good on any issues? She has been on TV radio the last few weeks and days. They don't talk issues. Only work with all people, bring people together. No, she's not good on any issues. So. So it is boogieing on the 20. Man, I have just got this thing to put together and shot a few factory rounds through it. I'm still loading up 7 mag and 223 right now. You'll act like I got time to load a bunch of stuff I don't with 2 young kids, man. So I hate to be hate to sound like a butthole there, but yeah, I don't have time to load like I used to for the channel. So, and then plus I've got so much stuff loaded up for the channel and factory ammo for the channel to use that, you know, it is what it is. Yeah. So I have a video on the terminal ascents out of my 7mm rim mag, and they are literally one of my, just based on that video, they're one of my favorite trigger bar philosophers. So go look up 7mm rim mag terminal ascents, and you'll see I would have no issue shooting any game in North America out to 400 yards with the terminal ascent. They're supposed to be better even out farther. So I'm hoping, gosh, who's that guy? I share his videos sometimes. They do 100, 200, 300, 400, 500 yard water jug penetration tests. Got what is it? Something Frontline Rejects channel. Frontline Rejects channel. If he has something on the terminal ascent, that would be great. Let me look him up. YouTube Frontline Rejects. great little channel, guys. They got 1.38 thousand subscribers right now. So go check them out. Let me gonna put a link to their channel right here. They're a great channel, guys. You need to go check them out. So there it is. Frontline rechecks. Get in there, and he has great videos. I mean, they're just water jug penetration, but out to 500 yards. Pretty cool stuff. So let me see if he's got. Yeah, he's got a Hornady CX expansion test. Honestly, the CX looks like it's better, more expanded than the TTSX. TSX boat tail. Got a few of them, so yep. So is what it is. Let's see playlists. Let's see if he's got a terminal ascent video. Yeah, he's got a 300 Win Mag terminal ascent video. Here, I'll put that in the chat too. 4 months ago. I'll put that in the chat too. Make sure you guys go subscribe to him. This is something I've been wanting to do, is 400 and 500 yard penetration test, but he already does it. So you guys need to blow up his channel. Everybody, all of my subscribers that watch this, go over to Frontline Rejects. This is an awesome channel. You'll love it. Okay. No, I have not used small rifle primers in I don't recommend it. I don't need to. I've got plenty of small pistol magnum, and I don't reload 303. Haven't even reloaded a single round for 3. That's not true. I tried to reload Chuke's silver bullets that the silversmith just could not get good enough. So need 308 Paras Lapua is great, expensive, but need it for the M1A. Yeah, just buy it and bite the bullet, and you'll have brass for 15 reloads with Lapua. Maybe not that many, but you know what I mean. Good to know. Trigger. Shot 60 grain nozzle partitions in my 22-250. They found whitetails nightless today. I bet they did. I've used PCA quite a bit, and I feel like their quality has improved over time as they have the funds improved. There you go. It'll be interesting to see velocity on your 22-250 versus my 26-inch 224 Valkyrie. First test fire was Sunday. Next weekend. Variable knife. Do you live here in Alaska? Let's go make a video together. That would be a fun video. 22-250 versus 224 Valkyrie. I'd love that. Yeah. I wouldn't say more common here, but more common than in a lot of other places. Yep. It's true. 10mm is popular, and because people don't like recoil. It's not that, is they like more shots, I think. And most people who flow up here go, oh, I need a 44 mag. And then they realize they can't shoot a 44 mag because they've been used to shooting 9mm 45 in the lower 48. But I could shoot a 10mm. It's more recoil than a 9 or a 45, but it's the same function, same muscle memory, as shooting. So that's that. I'm going to have to build a 220 Swift AR-10 now. Right now, 22-250 is the most the fastest factory cartridge you can get. The 220 Swift with modern powders doesn't beat it and only ties it in lightweight bullets. 220 Swift does way less than 22-250 with heavier bullets, which is why I went with it. So that's what it is. Yeah. Okay, cool. Good to know, variable knife. All right. Yeah. I usually carry my 44 in bear country, and then if it's not raining and pouring rain or something like that, or if I got a belt on, I'll put a 10 millimeter on my belt too. But usually I just carry 44 mag. You can 3D print a 22-250 follower and magazine. Huh. Now this I've got to know. Hmm. Where do you get the springs from, Tactical Futtery? You got my email, right, Tactical Futtery? Email me. You probably even have my phone number. Email me or text me or something. Can you just buy the followers 100? So part of the thing they did is it looks a lot like a Magpul P mag, but since the 22-250 round, which I don't have handy right now, only comes up to about here in the mag. Okay. It's just a little bit longer than a 223 would be in this mag. Okay. They put this whole front part of the mag, they put just like a big block brick in it all the way down the mag. And so the 250 just slides on top of that piece of mag. There's a part of it here that's it's like they took the front wall and extended it back a little bit so that the 2250 could go over it. So you could not just get the follower. Okay. It wouldn't work well. Um, so that's kind of the question. So I've got one other thing to try before I buy a $97 mag. So I might see if BCA would be willing to donate a mag to the channel, but they haven't been that forthcoming in the past. So I've emailed them and never got a response. So hopefully Bear Creek Arsenal will give me a response there. So knowing R10 to be a semi competition long range gun rig. There you go. It took a lot of work to get my AR-10 running right. Yeah, they're not as easy to get AR-15 running right. Generally, quality factory guns. My AR-10 ran right out of the box because I literally bought the upper and the lower together in the same store that night. Walked out of there with a brand new gun. That's how I built my AR-10 6.5 Creedmoor, or assembled rather. I didn't even assemble the lower. I didn't assemble the upper. I put a new stock on the lower. Put a new trigger, the green uh, uh, pistol grip on it, but I didn't. Now I assembled the upper from all the parts for the 22-250. So I took 7.5-inch Ruger Red Super Red Hawk with hardcast. There you go. I sold multiple Glock 20s. I would stick to 200 grain hardcast. The 20 have caused a few malfunctions in the keyhole. Yep, factory barrel through all stock. Yeah, as far as Glock, yeah, you want to go KKM barrel for something heavy stuff like that. He does. He does what, Corey? Hope you're doing well. All right. I have not seen Outdoor Adventures 5,000 feet per second, 0.20 GPC AR-10. I have not seen it. Is that shooting a 20 caliber bullet like a 204 Ruger? So if it is, I'm not interested because I'm not looking for feet per second as much as I'm looking for bullet construction. I mean, it's cool. Don't get me wrong. I want to see the video. You know, go post it in a comment or well, no, they won't let me. They won't let me. Here, hold on a second, Miss B. Hold on 1 second here. Hold on 1 second. I've got. All right, where you at here? For some reason, I can't make you a. Here we go. Okay, Miss B, I put you as a moderator for the channel, so now you can put a link in the chat. So I just picked up a Howa 7 mag and some terminal ascent. Hope to test their accuracy later this month. They did good for me. They did it right about an inch. So I'm hoping they do well for you. Look up Barber Creek Shooting School. He does some cool stuff and is geared towards hunting long range. Cool. Now, worthy brother, have two girls myself. Oldest used to help sort brass when she was younger. Put them to work. Yeah, they're a little too young to do that. Simple-minded fellow has a lot of vids too. Yeah, he does. It's a good one. Yeah, thanks. Just subscribe. Thank you. Wash hands. Thanks. All right. I wish, man. I used to live there. Was born there. Now in the other freedom state. The other freedom state. What? Missouri, Texas, South Dakota. Don't know if I can stomach a Savage, but the straight pull bolt impulse looks cool. I agree. My Savages do great. The two out of the three do great. Let me say that again. Doing mine in 243. Cool. An AR-10, 243. It's a good one. Remember my uncle talking about how fast 22-250 was when I was like 8. I'm almost 56 now. LOL. Yep, they haven't improved upon it. Because if you get much faster than 22-250, you're just going to burn out of barrels. I fully expect to burn out this barrel in about 700 to 800 rounds easily. Yeah, I got your number. I'll print you something when I'm in PA and mail it to you. Found some files of a guy who printed them. Just use standard AR-10 springs. Some hold 30 to 40 rounds. Interesting. So for PMags. So I'm going to try next Lancer magazines in the 22-250. This is what Echo's Reloading Chamber told me. He has a really good channel. Make sure you check out Echo's. And he is a good, he's had some experience with it. He told me to buy the 10-round Lancers, which are $50 instead of 100, and then Dremel out the front wall a little bit so that there's a hole where they can go up in. Instead of hitting the wall, they'll go up into the feed ramp. So that's that. He also told me that I might have M4 feed ramps in my, which it doesn't make sense in 308, but maybe that's what Arrow does. So I have to double check to see if there's M4 feed ramps in the receiver itself. There's not any in the barrel, but in the receiver itself. So, don't look at the price of our IMX mags. Haha. Oh gosh, now I got to go look at the price of our MIX mags. Thanks, man. All right. I might add a fab drop of epoxy to the front of the follower, sand the epoxy to shape. Should ramp the round up. No, that's an idea. Add a dab drop of epoxy to followers. Matt, you're a genius. That might actually be a good idea. So we'll see how it holds up over time. There is that. I mean, the epoxy could wear down, but you got a certain brand of epoxy or something else you would use there? Just move there. Cool. IR-10 runs like a sewing machine, suppressed or unsuppressed, 145 gram full metal jacket, 168 or 175 match. My build, and it's getting about one MOA using a ballistic advantage barrel. There you go, man. I'm getting less than that in my 6.5 Creedmoor. I'm sure this McGowan barrel, if I really put it through the test, will actually group great. But I'm not looking for minute of angle accuracy. If I get 2 minutes of angle out of this McGowan barrel, I'm happy, even though it's a $500 barrel. I'm looking for minute of man, wield the 22-250, go through body armor. That's what I'm looking for. So I just want to know, I mean, I'm not saying the government's coming after you, but there's 87,000 reasons why I'd like to have that. If you get that reference, you're a patriot. Mine's under 1 inch. That's great. A lot of talk here. Cool. There you go. Talk about throat erosion while visiting Prairie Dog Town. Yeah. 5,000 feet per second. You just shot your barrel out on one prairie dog trip. Definitely recommend proof. Ha ha ha. Everyone I have has been well under 3/4 inch groups. Factory. There you go. Yes, we've heard about the credit card companies and certain banks flagging suspicious purchases. Sounds like a violation of our privacy. What's your thought? Yeah, it's a total violation of our privacy. So that's that. Yes, AR-10-243. I mean, all the big channels made a video of it, so I'm not gonna make a video of it. But yeah, it's yeah, that's that. I tend to prefer Krieger, but getting them or Bartlett is a pain in the butt. Yep. TX, by the way, yes, I've 3D printed a lot of magazines. It's like half the reason to buy one. Cool. Have you seen the new Ruger not AR-10? Yeah, I have. How important is the crown on a rifle? Very important. Very important. It lets gases flow correctly around the bullet as the bullet begins the exit. So if you have a boat tail bullet, especially, part of the bullet has the exit, and the bullet's starting to get smaller as the whole bullet exits and gases flow around it. So it's very important. And it also is very good for keeping the barrel harmonics because the barrel's doing this while the barrel's flexing while the bullet goes down range. So, it keeps the harmonics down and stuff like that. So I wish y'all could see the crown on this McGowan barrel. It's the nicest crown I've ever seen. But I did get it threaded so I could put a muzzle breaker device on it too. So. I can print Alaskan ballistics on the side of it too. Oh, that's cool. Yeah. Yeah, tactical futtery. Let me know what I owe you for it. You got my number, text me. Just make sure I know who you are because I don't think I saved your number in there. But yeah. Oh, tried using graphite dry lube in the bore after every couple of rounds. After you do break-in, of course, the graphite should extend life. Cool. I didn't actually do a barrel break-in. I just fired 45 rounds without doing a barrel break-in. Just stupid, but I just wanted to see if it worked. What is your opinion on a 3378 for long range shooting, like 1 mile and further? Yeah, it should work. Again, you're gonna, wear out your barrel pretty quickly, but you're gonna be really flat with 190, 208, 225 grain bullets, really flat shooting compared to a lot of other 300 magnums. So that it is what it is. Yeah, do it. If that's what you're interested in, do it. You're gonna spend $3 just for the brass, but it is what it is. So. Okay, cool. I don't know anything about 3D printers, so yeah. You tell me what you're gonna print and I'll pay you for it, man. All right. My Encore 2250 barrel went over 600 rounds and the machine marks in the letter still fresh. The fact that you can't shoot it fast sure saves barrel erosion. Yeah, I bet. Yeah, there you go. I fix things for a living. As for brand, JB Weld slow cure is good. Or maybe consider a plastic weld type because the follower is plastic. Okay. So basically, go into Lowe's or Home Depot, ask for the best, uh, JB weld or best epoxy for plastic. Crown defects can also catch on the bullet. Yep. The 6.5 crown is key. Yep. When fired barrels ring like a barrel. First thing I look on a used rifle. Yeah. Arrow M5 uppers says features M4 feed ramps. Okay. Good to know. My arrow setup didn't run as is, not my build. After adjustable gas block, silent spring, JPL, LC bolt, and it works flawless. 7mm Mauser versus 270 Winchester. The Mauser calibers are pretty slow. So if you're hunting here in North America, you're not going to find ammo for the 7mm Mauser, and the ammo crisis. 270 Winchester is the way to go with that. I hate the 270 Winchester, but between those two, go the 270 Winchester. Yeah. If you're just hunting deer in South Georgia or whatever, and you're in a 50-yard 75-yard deer stand. Yeah, 7mm Mauser, but is what it is. I got to shoot 1,000 yards with my 308 and 6.5 Creedmoor. What is a good number of rounds to shoot before letting the barrel cool off? 1. No, seriously, if you're shooting that far just for fun, let the barrel cool off every round. Yeah, seriously. But you do it, you do you. I mean, 3 to 5. I mean, the real question is RDP racing. So, to answer that question, how hot does your barrel get that changes point of impact? So you take a cold barrel flyer, and that's what you sight in with, especially if you're using the gun for a hunting gun, because it's going to be the first cold barrel shot when you shoot a deer. So you sight in with that. So all right. So, and then you wait 5-10 minutes to the barrel's cool, and you adjust your group and you shoot again, right? Or you adjust your shot and shoot again until you're hitting in the middle. And then you'll shoot your 3-shot groups at 3 or 5. So how many rounds before your barrel just opens up the group at 100 yards? That answers your question right there. Because if it opens up, if you're getting 3/4 of an inch group cold bore, all right, and then the barrel gets hot and you're getting 1.5 inches after 7 rounds, then 7 rounds is your answer. If it takes 15 rounds, 15 rounds is your answer. If it happens after every round and you got to keep that barrel cool, like with a really thin barrel gun, well, then every round's your answer. So that's that. So, okay, man, I appreciate it. Yeah. Cracker says barrel break-in uses barrel life to help sell more barrels. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think it does. So I shoot 10 round strings at 1,000 yards to my 6 art. No problems. There you go. But I don't expect it to last forever there. Barrel break-in is in myth these days. Every gun I've broke the barrel in, I've gotten a lot better groups pretty soon. So I don't know. All right, guys, it's been an hour. So again, check out t-shirts in the link below. Check out my MeWe page for all of my links. Tomorrow's video will be on Rumble, and Shall Not Comply. Go buy cool shirts from them. Dare to resist infringements. Call your senators. Call your law enforcement. Your congressman, and call the law enforcement on your senators and congressmen. Anyway, yeah. So that's that. Man, I just normally use rim oil or CLP of some kind. So that's that. All right, guys. God bless. Take care. MeWe, Patreon. Tomorrow's video, the main video is on Rumble. There is a video on YouTube directing you to the Rumble video. So that's that. God bless. Take care. We'll see you at the range. See you later.